Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions tutorial on this look right here. So I have recently hauled a ton of products and I told you guys I'm basically doing that so we can do these tutorials. I'm going to try to start switching up my eye game. This is kind of like a more smoky look but still in my browns and warm color. So leave me down below before we get started what color you would like to see me do next, like a colored eye tutorial for my next first impressions. And yeah, before we get started, if you're new, then welcome to my channel. Make sure before you leave, you do not forget to subscribe down below. That way you're notified for future videos from me. I post twice a week. So I post on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then I throw in some bonus videos in here and there. But yeah, I'm so excited for this tutorial. I hope you guys will like it, and thumbs up if you love first impressions tutorials. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. As always, this is not ever a planned video when I do tutorials. We just jump on camera. It's a first impression of these makeup products and also a first impression of whatever kind of look I'm gonna do because I have no idea. So I'm going to go in with my MAC Painterly paint pot. This is always like the same exact thing that I do. And I always use the Precision Round P82 brush by Sigma. To me, this one is just my favorite brush for this kind of like creamy product. And this is honestly like the only brush I've used probably for years for the paint pot. Okay, next I'm going to start with Issues by ColourPop. And this is just going to be my transition color. And I'm kind of, oh, it's a little bit more pigmented than I thought. Probably doesn't look as pigmented on camera because these lights are so bright. Let me turn them down just a little bit. Oh yeah, it's very pigmented. This just came out in the new ColourPop eyeshadows that released for the, I think it was called like the Nectar collection. Something like that. Okay, Cutouts is the next shade we're going to use. And again, this is from the same exact collection, the Nectar. Ooh, y'all see that? This is from the Nectar collection. Dang, I'm gonna have to like wipe my brush off because I did not expect that to be as pigmented as it was. So I actually tried to film a first impressions video last week, and just to be 100% honest with you guys, it was a disaster. It really wasn't the video that was a disaster, but I was trying to get used to the new settings on my camera, and I don't know exactly what happened. Snow fixed it, but for like 2 hours, my camera was not working and I was trying to like upload half the footage and like all the files were like cut out in like 25 pieces and it was just a hot mess. So I was like, you know what, let's just film another one. There's one or two products I am going to include in this video that I tried from last time and I'll tell you what they are when I try them. So now that this is all blended in, I'm just going to go in with a clean brush and just kind of like buff this into the skin a little bit more. Next we're going in with Popular Demand. And I'm just kind of starting like in the outer corner. I'm using a Sigma taper blending brush. But yeah, starting down here in this outer corner and then like buffing it toward the center. And I'm just picking up like a little bit at a time because I don't want to get it like too pigmented. I went in a little too far, so I'm just going in and buffing this out. So I just kind of dab and then buff in and then go back in with this one and blend out. I'm gonna do the same right here. Oh my gosh, you guys, y'all just don't understand how much I love these shadows. I have been grabbing these more than like my high-end shadows. Even like my Anastasia ones, which I love, I've just been grabbing these. And I love that ColourPop just finally came out with these because they're just one of those brands that makes so many colors. And I am just so excited for all their launches. And I have been receiving PR from them recently, which I'm so thankful for. But even yet, like some of the stuff, I'm like, if I don't get, just like the Valentine's Day collection, I just went ahead and bought it because I knew that I was going to just love it. So I went over a little too far on this. So I'm just going to kind of like pull this down on the lid. I do not know the name of the shade, but I will try to leave it down below. Here's what it looks like. It came out in one of the like very first collections they did with the eyeshadows, and it came in a kit which I pulled out and did not put the name on the top of it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take like a little bit of it on that Sigma brush because it's more of like a chocolatey brown. I'm just going to kind of put this on the outer edge, right? See how it's so much darker? And I'm just like going back and forth between a Smith 232 and the Sigma, I think it's a tapered blending. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my paint pot color and I'm going to just go over this like front area right here Okay, see how it kind of lightens that area a little bit? And I'm keeping it like pretty sharp, like with my crease line, I guess you would say. So I'm going to first try to go in with this Super Shock eyeshadow. To be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of the Super Shock eyeshadows. I feel like they apply better with your finger, and I hate using my finger, so we're gonna try to go in with a brush and see how this goes. This is in the color Gone Rogue. This is their new collection. Oh. I mean, I straight up packed it on the brush, so dang, that's like really pretty. I don't even think it's gonna show up on camera how good it looks in person. I mean, I'm like straight going in with the eyeshadow. Not that you need this much, but like, you know, on a brush, I just don't feel like they, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Yeah, I just don't feel like they apply as good. So I need to go back in to kind of like make this smooth, because as you can see, it's like half and then like, you know, open spaces. So I'm going to start with that lighter shade, the Popular Demand one. I'm going to start with it. Hopefully this doesn't look too crazy. Okay, so when you want it to fade, you really just want to like kind of lightly tap it in the middle. And you see what I'm saying? It gives you kind of like a different effect. I take it back. I do kind of like the Super Shock eyeshadows now that they look like this. Next thing I'm going to use is this Hourglass waterproof liquid liner, because this is what I used in the tutorial that I had to like trash basically. It is so dark. You'll see on camera, but I used it over the Stila like glitter shadows or whatever they're called. And this, like, you could not even see through it. It didn't get any like streaks of glitter on it where I had to like wipe it off and keep going. Like, it was amazing. So if you're trying to do like a glitter look, highly recommend this. Let me show you guys how dark it is. Do you guys see that? It's so dark. Oh, I love it. Now, one thing I'm terrible at is doing a wing liner with this, so let's try it. Okay, I'm gonna hop off here real quick, do my lashes, and then I'll be back and we'll do the rest of the face. Okay, so now lashes are on. I zoomed y'all out just a little bit, and we're going to do all of the face, and it's pretty much all first impressions. I'm so excited. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with this Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is the new like purple priming filter that they just came out with. And I mean, as you can see, my face doesn't look like too radiant right now, so let's see what it looks like once we put some of this on. I pumped out a little bit too much. I'm going to just kind of like smooth this on with my hands. It does have like a fragrance to it. I don't really like the fragrance. I'm not exactly sure what the fragrance is. Like, I can't say, hey, this is what it smells like. The only thing I hate about these kind of primers is that it does nothing for like smoothing of the skin. So we're just going to go in hopefully with a pretty full coverage foundation today. Alright, so there's this side. I mean, you definitely can tell that there's like a radiance to it, but I don't know if it's really going to like show through the foundation. I mean, it does make the face look very like radiant from what I see right now, but the only downside, of course, is like if you have like blemishes or trouble spots or like whatever it may be, this isn't really going to like cover it all up. Okay, next thing I'm going to go in with is this Fiona Styles Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. And I've had so many people ask me if I have used this. They actually did send it to me like a couple weeks ago, and I have not tried it out yet. So let's see what this looks like. It looks pretty light. So first pump on the hand, I mean, it does look like it's going to match me. I don't know like how full coverage it is. So let's start like on this side, and let's like kind of see like what the coverage looks like. It's very thin. I can definitely tell that. We'll go with a matte look for today, even though I put on like a radiant foundation. In the next tutorial, I definitely want to use those dewdrops. Okay, so I have been loving everything for this Heavenly Skin Brush by Cosmetics. I put it in my favorites video, and what I've been doing is just like pressing it in like this. I literally used the Cinema Secrets to clean it today, and I think it like stained the brush. I hope not, because I like love this brush. But I told you guys on Snapchat, I tried the Sigma brush shampoo, and I've never tried it. I've had it for a little bit, but for some reason it was not cleaning my foundation brushes at all. Like, I was scrubbing it, I put so many pumps on it, and it was just not doing it. So, very full coverage. As you can see, like, I have some redness on my skin, and it definitely, like, I mean, this is full coverage. Very, very full coverage. Oh, I like it. Like, looking at it up close too in the mirror, you can already see it, like, dry down pretty fast. Let's hope this is a good first impressions where I, like, love everything. I did, like, 3 pumps of this foundation, but, I mean, that's honestly way enough. I, like, still have quite a bit on my hand. So a little goes a long way, and I don't know if it'll be on sale by the time I put this video up, but dang, this looks good. I'm gonna have to order some of these for my kit. They are having a sale right now at Ulta, and like seriously, all the Fiona style stuff was like 50% off. So I'm gonna try to leave it linked down below if that sale's still on. I mean, I like this. I need a little bit more on the forehead. There we go. I'm scared I'm always gonna like wipe my eyebrows off, but I hate doing my eyebrows after I've done my foundation. I really like the finish. And even though it's matte, like I do feel like I do have like a sheen to my face with that primer, so that's really good. If that was like what I was going for, you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I love it. And I love this freaking foundation brush. Like if those ever go on sale, I'm gonna get like 5 of them. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna use, the NARS concealer. This is their soft matte complete concealer. So like, as you can see, it is like, oh my gosh, it's so full coverage, but it's still like very creamy. And I'm in the color Custard. This is the color that I wore in their like other one. I don't know why, but for some reason, like I do not like the other concealer that NARS has, the Creamy Radiance one. I know that's like everyone's like favorite, but I just don't like it personally. I like to put it kind of close up underneath my eye. Yeah, this is so full coverage and it feels so good. Like it's very, very creamy. What I've also been doing is using this Pro 57 brush by Sephora. Oh my gosh, I love this brush because it's so easy to like get up in this little corner that's so hard. And also to kind of just go up underneath your eye. Like if you don't want to use a beauty blender, this smooths it out so nice. Like so fast. It's so easy to use, especially like in the mornings if you're like in a hurry on the way to work. I really like this. This was a recommendation from my friend Trisha while I was out in LA. I'm so glad I got it. Like when Sephora has their sale, I want to try some more of their brushes. So let me know if there's any that you guys have tried that you really liked. But do you see this coverage? Like this is just as full coverage as the Tarte Tape Shape concealer. But I almost wonder like if it would last longer because of like how much product you get in the pot. I haven't checked like the product or anything, so I'll have to let you know. Okay, so the next thing we're going to try is this Makeup Forever. This is the HD setting powder. I don't know if I should use the O2 just yet. I'm not that tan. I ended up ordering my Loving Tan again because I haven't used it in so long and we're going out next weekend. I haven't went out in forever and I was like, I want to be tan. Plus my friend Sarah said that she was tanning, so I was like, I'm not standing beside you and you looking all tan and me not looking tan. So I said I want to get this just as like, you know, a very like thin powder just to kind of like dust on the face. So it wasn't like too thick because I feel like sometimes, which I'm sure I'm not alone, we can all get a little too crazy with the powder. And then I like look like a cakey mess by the end of the day because I like put too much powder on. So I want to get something very, very thin. I mean the 01 is definitely translucent, so I really like it. And gosh, I love how that foundation looks. Y'all, if that sale is still on, I'm about to be doing this tutorial and hopping off here and ordering some more colors. Okay, so not even gonna lie, whenever I did the last video, I tried that huge Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I don't know why. I was not a fan of the color, and it almost looked a little bit streaky on me. I don't know, like, what was going on. So today I'm gonna try out this ColourPop. This is from the Alex Rin collection. This is like the first pressed powder that they came out with for bronzer, and I've not used this yet. Now I've swatched it before, but just haven't used it before. I'm gonna go in very light-handed. because it's like, it does kind of have like an orangey tint to it. Oh, I don't think I like this color. I don't know if I like, well, okay, that side looks better. Maybe it's the brush. Let me grab a different brush. I'm like a hot mess. First impressions. This is just me, you guys. I mean, we can work with this. Not my favorite color. I've been really into that by Terry one that I told you guys about, my favorites. Like, that has been my go-to, but this isn't terrible, especially for the price, because I think it's like $15 maybe. Now I'm just going to kind of like dab my beauty blender on my face to kind of blend that into the skin. I can't remember who I was watching the other day, but they did like their contour and highlight and blush and then went back in and did this, and it made such a big difference. I'm going to use another ColourPop. Sorry guys, they've just sent like quite a few new things. So they just came out with this in that peach collection, so I'm going to try this for the blush. Sorry. Now I know I might be crazy, but I love the Smith 112. It's like a bronzer brush. I love it for blush. Oh, that's really pretty. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see the color. It's just like a really soft peachy color. Definitely pigmented. Alright, so now that we have that done, I mean, I like the blush. It's not like my favorite color ever because I don't really wear orangey blushes. Okay, next thing we're going to use is this Fiona Styles palette, the multi-dimensional palette. And I cannot lie, I've already used this. I don't have any other like new highlights besides this one, but oh my gosh. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Wait till you guys see this. Okay, so like I tried this and I was so blown away. Are we ready? Right? Like, oh my gosh, I almost fell out of my chair the day I used it because I was like so shocked at like how beautiful it is. I mean, it is like freaking intense. I was honestly not expecting that. Like, I know when I swatched it, it looked really pretty, but like, I didn't know it was gonna do all this. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna have to go in and like blend some of this out because this is like, I mean, do you guys see this? Crazy. I just can't get over it. I really like it. Like, this will be my new highlighting palette. I was hooked on the Becca one for so long, and now like I haven't even picked that one up. I'm gonna go in with this brush real quick and like see if I can blend that out a little bit. You know, I feel like that just blended away the blush a little bit. Let me grab a blush from this palette. Just like pinky one. See if we can get a little bit of, woo, blush back up in there. That color's really pretty too. But yeah, that highlight though, like even though I blended it out, oh, it's still there, still there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with that color we have in the outer corner. I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner. Not like too much though. And I'm using a Zoeva, what is this? The Luxe Petite Crease Brush underneath my eye. It's doing crazy things today. Okay, I really wanted that to be like, yeah, like blown out, but not like too much. And I'm just gonna, without any more product, kind of like pull it over a little bit. Alright, now what I'm going to do is throw a little bit of mascara on. I've been using this It Cosmetics mascara, and I think I found a new mascara. This makes my lower lashes like so long. Do y'all see that? I used to use the Giga Black Lash one because that one made my eyes, you know, where it didn't flake. But this one makes it where like they don't flake and they're long. And let's try to put some of this like in the inner corner. I mean, it's okay. It's not as popping as I want it, and I feel like I can't go in like too hard. All right, I'm gonna use the Buxom Dolly Danger, and so this pencil is super pigmented and it's so easy to like fill in your complete lip. I always try to like fill in my complete lip before I put lipstick on. Next thing I'm going to try is this Marc Jacobs La Marque lip cream, and this is in the shade Slow Burn. I have this in their like liquid lipstick formula. I've never tried this formula, so here's what this looks like. It feels like really moisturizing. Ooh, I like this. Might have to try some more shades of that out. And I really want to get their like highliners, because y'all know like I never do anything in like my waterline, but I really want to maybe like try to incorporate something in my waterline soon. So all right, let's fix this hair a little bit. Thankfully there's no like creases in it, and yeah, this is the finished look. So I hope you guys like it. It's definitely like a little bit bolder than what I normally do smoky eye wise, but here's what I'll say about the products. So I'm like so excited about that foundation. I want to order more, especially since it's on sale. But here's what I'll say. I take it back about the Super Shock shadows. I mean, I don't like using my finger, but if you can use like a really stiff, like the brush that I used, which one was it? It was the Smith Arrowhead brush, and it looks like this. I mean, I definitely think that works. I really liked it. The eyeliner, I love. It's so dark. The only thing is I'm just like not the best at doing a wing with it. And the lipstick's creamy. I don't really like the color of the ColourPop bronzer on me. I think it's really pretty, but just on me, I didn't like love it. And I love the Fiona Styles highlighter. I really like that. The Buxom lip liner, this is like good, but I wish there was like a little bit more creamy. Like it's not drying, but like I think I've gotten used to the ColourPop ones since those are the ones I've been wearing. So I feel like I'm like used to that like creamy formula, and I feel like I want to try the Marc Jacobs lip liners. They have lip liners, right? Like I don't have a lot of stuff from him, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about everything. And like I said, the only duds really from the last video, I didn't prefer the Marc Jacobs bronzer. I don't know what it is about his like pressed products, but one time I got the translucent powder. Oh, the translucent HG powder I like too. But one time I got his translucent powder, and I don't know, it was like one of the like hard pan powders, and it's like super awful like scraping off of. So maybe I'll stay away from those, but try more of the lip products because I really like it. But yeah, okay, thumbs up this video if you like tutorials. Sorry for the ramble, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.